Dear listener, hello, and welcome to the Deep Sleep Science channel. Tonight, we explore some of the rarest and most mysterious animals on Earth, creatures once believed to be extinct, quietly rediscovered in hidden forests, remote mountains, deep oceans, and forgotten valleys. From ancient mammals and elusive birds to legendary deep-sea giants, these true stories reveal the incredible resilience of life and the secrets our planet still holds. Let these gentle, fascinating discoveries guide you into a peaceful state of rest while your mind drifts through the wonders of nature. If you enjoy this, please take a moment to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more calming, science-based stories to help you relax, learn, and sleep better every night. The coelacanth was thought to have vanished 66 million years ago, along with the dinosaurs, making it one of the greatest living fossil discoveries in history. In 1938, a fisherman accidentally pulled one from the ocean, instantly rewriting evolutionary textbooks. This ancient fish moves its lobed fins in a walking-like pattern, revealing how early vertebrates may have transitioned from water to land. Its DNA mutates at an incredibly slow pace, meaning it has changed very little over tens of millions of years. Even more astonishing, female coelacanths carry their young for up to 5 years, the longest gestation known among animals, making each newborn an extraordinary biological miracle. Fernandina giant tortoise. For more than a century, the Fernandina giant tortoise existed only in faded museum records. Scientists believed it had vanished in 1906 until a living individual was discovered in 2019 on a remote Galapagos volcano. This tortoise can survive for nearly a year without food or water, a survival skill developed for life on harsh volcanic islands. Its saddleback shell allows it to stretch upward and feed on tall cactus plants, giving it access to food unavailable to other tortoises. DNA tests confirmed that it represents an entirely unique lineage, making it one of the rarest reptiles alive. Lord Howe Island stick insect, nicknamed the tree lobster for its massive size, this insect was thought to have gone extinct in 1920 after rats overran its island home. For decades, it was considered completely gone, until climbers found a tiny surviving colony clinging to a single rocky outcrop in the ocean in 2001. These insects can regenerate lost legs, a powerful survival adaptation. Conservationists brought a handful into captivity, where careful breeding programs slowly rebuilt their numbers. Today, this once lost insect is slowly reclaiming its place in nature. La Palma giant lizard. Declared extinct in 1985, the La Palma giant lizard stunned scientists when it was rediscovered clinging to volcanic cliffs in 2007. This lizard lives only on a single Canary Island, making it one of the most geographically restricted reptiles in the world. When threatened, it can detach its tail to escape predators, a trick that has helped it survive for millennia. Its rediscovery proved that even in Europe, species can quietly survive undetected for decades. New Guinea singing dog. Unlike typical dogs, the New Guinea singing dog produces eerie, melodic howls that sound more like music than barking. Thought extinct in the wild, it was rediscovered in remote mountain regions of New Guinea. These dogs have highly flexible joints that allow them to climb trees, a rare trait among canines. Genetic studies reveal that they are more closely related to ancient dogs than to modern breeds, making them living windows into early canine evolution. Cuban solenodon. The Cuban solenodon looks like a creature from prehistory, and in many ways, it is. It has venomous saliva, making it one of only a few venomous mammals on Earth. Using clicking sounds similar to echolocation, it hunts insects in the dark. Believed extinct for decades, its rediscovery revealed a mammal that has survived nearly unchanged since the age of dinosaurs. Its venom can paralyze prey, giving it a deadly advantage despite its small size. Ovaltine cottontail rabbit, missing for 94 years, this rabbit was rediscovered in a tiny mountain forest in Mexico. It is nocturnal, rarely seen, and lives only in one extremely limited habitat. Because its range is so small, even slight environmental changes could wipe it out again. Its rediscovery reminded scientists that entire mammal species can survive undetected for nearly a century. Vodska's chameleon. After more than 100 years without a single confirmed sighting, Vodska's chameleon reappeared in Madagascar. It can change colors rapidly to communicate and regulate body temperature. Even more remarkable, females can reproduce without males through a process called parthenogenesis. Its independently rotating eyes allow it to monitor predators and prey simultaneously, making it one of nature's most advanced visual hunters. Bulmer's fruit bat, once believed extinct, Bulmer's fruit bat was rediscovered in 2015 in remote caves of Papua New Guinea. It is among the largest bats on Earth and plays a critical role in rainforest regeneration by spreading seeds across large distances. Without bats like this, many tropical forests would struggle to recover after storms or fires. Bermuda petrel, cahao. The cahao was thought extinct for over 330 years until a tiny surviving population was rediscovered in 1951. Its haunting cries once terrified sailors who believed they were hearing ghosts. This seabird nests only in Bermuda and can live over 30 years. Conservation programs have slowly rebuilt its population, making it one of the most inspiring bird recovery stories. New Zealand storm petrel. This tiny seabird vanished from scientific records for 150 years before reappearing in 2003. It spends nearly its entire life at sea and weighs less than a tennis ball. Despite its small size, it can travel vast distances across the Pacific Ocean, surviving extreme conditions that few birds can tolerate. Terror skink. Named for its fierce defense behavior, the terror skink was unseen since 1930, before being rediscovered in the Solomon Islands in 2003. It lives only in this region and defends itself aggressively, even biting predators much larger than itself. Its return proved that entire reptile species can remain hidden in remote forests for generations. Sombrero Galapagos mouse. This shy, nocturnal mouse was rediscovered in 2012 on a single tiny island. It is genetically unique and found nowhere else on Earth. Its limited range makes it extremely vulnerable to invasive species and climate change. Giant weta. One of the heaviest insects in the world, the giant weta can weigh more than a sparrow. Missing for decades, it was rediscovered in New Zealand caves and forests. This insect represents an ancient lineage that dates back millions of years, making it a living relic of prehistoric ecosystems. Takahe. The takahe is a brightly colored flightless bird rediscovered in 1948 after being thought extinct. Nicknamed the ghost bird, it can live more than 20 years and weighs as much as a chicken. Today, conservation programs carefully protect its fragile population. Chacone peccary. First known only from fossils, the Chacone peccary was believed extinct until living animals were found in 1975. It survives in harsh desert environments and has tough skin that protects it from cactus spines. Often called the living fossil pig, it is one of the rarest hoofed mammals alive. Hula painted frog, declared extinct in 1996. This frog was rediscovered in Israel in 2011. It is the only frog species native exclusively to Israel. Its beautifully patterned skin looks hand-painted, and it can hibernate underground during dry seasons. Ivory-billed woodpecker. Once the largest woodpecker in North America, the ivory-billed woodpecker was declared extinct in 1944. Yet occasional alleged sightings continue to fuel debate. Its wing beats were famously loud, sounding like thunder through forests. It remains one of the greatest mysteries in modern conservation. Bargee paddlefish. This massive freshwater fish grew longer than a person and was known as the Sword of the Yangtze. Declared extinct in the 2000s, it was briefly rediscovered before vanishing again, a tragic reminder that rediscovery does not always guarantee survival. San Quentin kangaroo rat. Missing for over 30 years, this desert rodent was rediscovered in Mexico. It never drinks water, surviving entirely on moisture from seeds. Capable of jumping over 6 feet, it is perfectly adapted to life in shifting desert dunes. Short-tailed chinchilla, high in the thin, icy air of the Andes Mountains, lives a creature that once vanished from the living world entirely. The short-tailed chinchilla was hunted so aggressively in the 1800s for its unbelievably soft fur that scientists declared it extinct. Its fur is the densest of any mammal on Earth over 20. 000 hairs can grow from a single square inch. This thick coat evolved to protect it from freezing mountain nights that plunge well below zero. When small wild colonies were rediscovered in remote Andean cliffs, it shocked conservationists. These animals live above 10,000 feet, where oxygen is low and temperatures swing wildly. To escape predators, they can leap more than 6 feet straight upward, an impressive jump for a small mammal. Their rediscovery also revealed that they communicate with high-pitched whistles and live in tight family groups, showing deep social bonds that had never been documented before. Jamaican rock iguana. The Jamaican rock iguana was once written off as completely gone, declared extinct in 1948, after mongooses and habitat destruction wiped out most of its population. Then, in 1990, a surviving colony was found hidden in remote limestone forests. These massive lizards can grow more than 4 feet long and live over 40 years. They lay their eggs inside deep limestone caves, where temperatures remain stable. Their powerful claws allow them to climb vertical rock walls, and they are essential seed dispersers, meaning forests depend on them to stay healthy. Scientists now call them the guardians of the Jamaican forest, because where they return, native plants return too. Bornean peacock pheasant. This dazzling bird disappeared from scientific records for more than 60 years, leading many to believe it was extinct. When camera traps finally captured it alive in the jungles of Borneo, conservationists were stunned. Its feathers shimmer with metallic blue and green eye spots that glow in filtered jungle light. Despite its beauty, it is painfully shy and rarely seen. It walks silently through Somali Sengi elephant shrew. This tiny, lightning-fast mammal vanished for 50 years before being rediscovered in 2020. The Somali Sengi runs up to 18 miles per hour faster than many cars in city traffic. Its long, trunk-like nose helps it probe soil for insects, and its large eyes allow excellent vision in dim forest light. Genetically, Sengis are more closely related to elephants than to shrews, making them evolutionary oddities. Their rediscovery showed that entire mammal lineages can survive unnoticed in fragile habitats. Togo slippery frog. This frog vanished for decades and was feared gone forever, until its rediscovery in West Africa. Its skin is unbelievably smooth, almost glassy, and secretes oils that make it extremely slippery. This helps it evade predators, but also makes it extremely sensitive to water pollution. Because it lives in forest streams, even small chemical changes can threaten its survival. The return of this frog has made it a symbol of freshwater ecosystem health. Santa Marta sabruing. Hidden in a single Colombian mountain range lives a hummingbird so rare it vanished for 70 years. The Santa Marta sabruing has an extra-long curved bill that allows it to drink nectar from flowers no other bird can reach. Its wings beat over 80 times per second, allowing it to hover motionless in mid-air. Its rediscovery proved that microecosystems can support species that exist nowhere else on Earth. Seychelles' magpie robin. Once reduced to just 16 birds, this species was considered functionally extinct. Thanks to decades of conservation breeding, its population has rebounded to over 300 birds. These birds form lifelong pairs and fiercely defend their territories. Their survival story is now used globally as proof that extinction can sometimes be reversed with patience and care. Rio Pescado stubfoot toad. Rediscovered in Ecuador after disappearing for decades, this tiny toad has stubby feet that give it its name. It lives in mountain streams that are rapidly warming due to climate change. Because it breathes partially through its skin, temperature and humidity shifts threaten it directly, making it an important early warning species for climate impacts. Giant otter shrew. Neither otter nor shrew, this semi-aquatic mammal vanished for a century before being rediscovered. It hunts underwater, closing its ears and nostrils while swimming. Its webbed feet allow precise underwater movement. This species bridges land and water ecosystems, proving how fragile interconnected habitats truly are. Malabar civet, declared extinct in 1994. This ghost-like carnivore was rediscovered in southern India. It emerges only at night and leaves almost no trace. Even scientists studying it rarely see one directly. It plays a crucial role in controlling insect and rodent populations and represents one of the rarest carnivores alive. Central rockrat. After being missing for nearly a century, this desert rodent was rediscovered in 2009. It survives extreme heat by hiding in deep rock crevices and feeding at night. Its rediscovery shows that desert ecosystems can hide mammals surprisingly well. Mount Glorious torrent frog. This frog vanished in the 1990 due to deadly fungal disease, but was rediscovered in 2020. It lives only in rushing mountain streams and has suction cup toes that allow it to cling to wet rocks. Its survival suggests that some animals may be developing natural resistance to modern diseases. Australian night parrot. Once considered a myth, this silent nocturnal parrot stunned the world when rediscovered in 2013. It flies silently through desert grasslands and is nearly invisible even to infrared cameras. It is now one of the rarest parrots on Earth. Silverbacked chevrotain. This tiny hoofed mammal reappeared in Vietnam after vanishing for 30 years. It weighs less than a house cat and has silver fur that glows faintly in moonlight. It is among the smallest hoofed mammals alive. Wallace's giant bee. The largest bee on Earth was rediscovered in 2019. It has massive jaws that allow it to carve tunnels inside termite mounds, where it builds nests. Its return proved that insects can vanish and reappear just as dramatically as mammals. Aldabra white-throated rail. This bird went extinct tanned, then re-evolved naturally. Fossils show it evolved into the same flightless species twice, making it the only animal known to resurrect by evolution. Laotian rock rat. Known only from fossils, this species was rediscovered alive in 2005. It hops like a rabbit and lives in limestone caves, earning the nickname living fossil rat. Cuban greater funnel-eared bat. With ears shaped like satellite dishes, this bat reappeared after 40 years. Its rediscovery confirmed that cave ecosystems may still hide unknown species. Greater bamboo lemur. This lemur eats bamboo filled with cyanide poisonous to nearly all other animals. It is resistant to the toxin, allowing it to feed where others cannot. Western ground parrot, declared extinct in the wild, this bird reappeared in Australia. It lives only on the ground, flies rarely, and produces metallic tink sounds that echo through scrublands. Madagascar pochard, once thought to have vanished forever, the Madagascar pochard is now known as the rarest duck on Earth. For many years, scientists believed it had gone extinct in 1991, after wetland destruction wiped out its last known habitat. Then, in 2006, a small surviving population was discovered on a remote volcanic lake hidden deep within Madagascar's highlands. This lake is so isolated that it remained untouched by most human activity, giving the pochard one last refuge. The bird has become a powerful symbol of hope for conservationists. Breeding programs are now carefully raising young pochards in protected environments and gradually reintroducing them into restored wetlands. The species is extremely sensitive to water pollution and habitat disturbance, making its survival a constant race against time. Peruvian yellow-tailed woolly monkey. For decades, this striking monkey was known only from faded sketches and museum specimens until living populations were rediscovered in 1974. Its most distinctive feature is the bright yellow patch at the tip of its tail, which helps members of the group recognize one another in misty cloud forests. These forests are permanently blanketed in fog and exist only at high elevations, making the monkey's habitat among the most fragile ecosystems on Earth. Highly intelligent, the yellow-tailed woolly monkey forms complex family groups and uses a wide variety of vocal calls to communicate. It also plays a vital role in seed dispersal, helping maintain forest health by spreading the seeds of fruiting trees across vast areas. Jordaan's corsair. Jordaan's corsair is one of the most mysterious birds in Asia. After disappearing for 86 years, it was rediscovered in 1986 in the scrub forests of India. Unlike most birds, it prefers running to flying, using its long legs to dash through dry grasslands at remarkable speed. Being nocturnal, it hunts insects and small invertebrates under the cover of darkness. Its ghost-like behavior and extremely low population numbers make it one of the hardest birds in the world to observe. Camera traps and night surveys are often the only way scientists can confirm its presence. Rodrigues blue-dotted day gecko. Once declared extinct, this brilliantly colored gecko was rediscovered on Rodrigues Island, where it clings to palm trees and sunlit branches. Its bright green skin dotted with electric blue spots makes it look like a living gemstone. Active during the day, it hunts insects and helps control pest populations. Because it lives in only a tiny island ecosystem, any habitat destruction could wipe it out completely. Conservation efforts now focus on protecting its remaining palm forests and preventing invasive predators from reaching its habitat. Philippine forest turtle. The Philippine forest turtle was rediscovered in 2001, but its rarity quickly made it a target for illegal wildlife trade. This extremely shy turtle lives only on one island and avoids human contact by hiding in forest streams and under fallen leaves. It is one of the rarest turtles alive, with possibly only a few hundred individuals remaining. Its gentle nature and unique shell patterns made it highly sought after by smugglers, leading to severe population declines. Strict protection laws and captive breeding programs are now its only chance of long-term survival. Long-beaked echidna attenboroughs. Missing for more than 60 years, Attenborough's long-beaked echidna was rediscovered in 2023, stunning scientists worldwide. This ancient mammal lays eggs and possesses electroreceptors in its long snout that allow it to sense the electrical signals of insects underground. It belongs to a rare group of animals called monotremes, which include only the platypus and a few echidna species. These animals bridge the gap between reptiles and mammals, offering a living glimpse into early mammalian evolution. Lake Oku clawed frog, declared extinct in 2010. The Lake Oku clawed frog was rediscovered just 2 years later in a remote crater lake in Cameroon. This lake exists in isolation atop a volcanic mountain, meaning the frog has no other natural habitat. Its clawed feet help it cling to rocks in cold, deep water. Unfortunately, its entire population could be wiped out by a single disease outbreak or environmental disaster, making it one of the most vulnerable amphibians on Earth. Miller's grizzled langur, rediscovered after more than a century, this shy monkey lives in the dense rainforests of Borneo. Its silver-grey fur helps it blend into misty tree canopies. Being strictly tree-dwelling, it rarely descends to the ground, making sightings extremely rare. Its rediscovery highlighted how much of Borneo's biodiversity remains hidden within unexplored forest regions. Nelson's small-eared shrew. Missing for more than 100 years, this tiny insect-eating mammal was rediscovered in the mountains of Mexico. Its extremely small ears help it navigate dense vegetation while hunting insects. Living only in cool, high-altitude forests, it is highly sensitive to temperature changes and deforestation. Giant sengi. The giant sengi is the largest of all elephant shrews. Rediscovered in 2006, it moves with incredible speed through African forests, often outrunning predators many times its size. Its long, trunk-like nose is packed with sensory nerves that detect hidden insects beneath leaves and soil. Arnhem land rock rat. Once known only from fossils and museum skins, this rock-climbing rodent was rediscovered in northern Australia in 2017. It lives among towering boulders and climbs cliffs at night, hiding from predators by squeezing into narrow rock crevices. Its unusually soft fur provides insulation against cool desert nights. Sumatran rhino, the smallest and hairiest rhino species. The Sumatran rhino was thought extinct in many regions until rediscovered in deep Indonesian rainforests. It can run faster than 30 miles per hour despite its bulky build. Unlike other rhinos, it has 2 horns and thick folds of reddish-brown hair, giving it a prehistoric appearance. Bay cat. The bay cat is one of the rarest wild cats on Earth and remained unseen for decades until rediscovered by camera traps in Borneo. With chestnut red fur and a ghost-like presence, it avoids humans almost entirely, living deep within dense rainforest. Black-browed babbler. This bird vanished for 170 years before being rediscovered in 2021. Living in dry Australian woodlands, it forms tight family groups that cooperate in raising young. Its loud calls echo across open landscapes, making its return one of the most surprising avian rediscoveries in modern history. Santa Marta wren. Rediscovered after 50 years, this tiny bird lives only in one mountain range in Colombia. It builds dome-shaped nests and aggressively defends its territory, even against much larger birds. Peruvian diving petrel. Once thought extinct, this seabird can dive more than 200 feet to catch anchovies. It nests in underground burrows and spends most of its life at sea, making it incredibly hard to study. Jamaican flower bat. Rediscovered after devastating hurricanes, this tiny bat pollinates night-blooming flowers, playing a crucial role in forest regeneration. It lives in limestone caves and is essential to the health of Caribbean ecosystems. Yellow-tailed black cockatoo, rare subspecies. Some subspecies of this powerful parrot were thought extinct until rediscovered in southern Australia. Known as the loudest parrots on Earth, they can crack open extremely hard nuts and live for over 40 years. Madagascar giant jumping rat. For more than a century, the Madagascar giant jumping rat existed only as dusty museum skins and fading scientific sketches. Thought extinct since 1898, it was rediscovered in 2008 deep within Madagascar's dry western forests, hiding in a world of twisted baobabs and thorny shrubs. Unlike most rodents, this animal is built more like a tiny kangaroo. It can leap over 6 feet in a single bound, using its powerful hind legs to escape predators in a sudden explosion of speed. During the day, it retreats into complex underground burrow systems that protect it from the island's intense heat and from carnivores. At night, it emerges to forage for seeds, fruits, and tender shoots, playing an important role in seed dispersal that helps maintain forest balance. The rediscovery of this rat revealed that Madagascar still hides mammals that science had long given up on. Jovan rhino. The Jovan rhino stands as one of the most endangered large mammals on Earth and is often described as living on the very edge of extinction. Once widespread across Southeast Asia, it was hunted relentlessly for its horn and habitat, until only a single wild population remained. That last population survives in Indonesia's Ujung Kulon National Park, where constant armed protection is required to keep poachers away. The Jovan rhino has only one horn, unlike African rhinos, and thick folds of grey skin that resemble ancient armor plating. Despite weighing well over a ton, it can move quietly through dense jungle and mudflats, almost like a ghost. Each calf is a priceless addition to the species, and conservationists celebrate every birth as a victory against extinction. Seychelles' sheath-tailed bat, declared extinct in 1994. The Seychelles sheath-tailed bat shocked scientists when it was rediscovered in 2009, hiding inside narrow coastal caves. This tiny bat feeds on insects and uses echolocation to hunt in total darkness. It is one of the rarest bats alive today, with only a handful of known colonies. Because it lives on small islands, even small changes in climate or habitat can have devastating consequences. The bat's rediscovery reminded scientists how fragile island ecosystems truly are. Large-eared pika. The large-eared pika vanished from scientific records for decades before reappearing in the mountains of China. Its most striking feature is its enormous ears, which help regulate body temperature by releasing heat, an essential adaptation for life in cold, high-altitude environments. Pikas do not hibernate, so they survive winter by collecting and drying vegetation into hay piles, which they store like tiny farmers. These hay piles can be so large that they change the structure of alpine meadows. Their rediscovery showed that even in well-studied mountain ranges, rare mammals can still remain hidden. Indo-Malayan tiger. Some Indo-Malayan tiger subspecies were believed extinct until modern camera traps revealed secretive survivors prowling remote jungles. These solitary cats are masters of stealth, capable of leaping over 30 feet in a single bound. Their striped coats are not just beautiful, they act as perfect camouflage among tall grasses and broken shadows. As apex predators, they control herbivore populations and keep ecosystems balanced. Every rediscovered tiger population represents a second chance for an entire forest food chain. Peruvian thick-knee. This nocturnal shorebird was missing for over 40 years before being rediscovered in 2008 along remote Peruvian riverbanks. With its enormous yellow eyes, it hunts insects, crustaceans, and small reptiles under moonlight. Unlike many birds, it freezes in place when threatened, relying on camouflage rather than flight. Its survival depends on undisturbed river ecosystems, which are increasingly rare. Blue-bearded helmet crest. The blue-bearded helmet crest is one of the most spectacular hummingbirds on Earth. Thought extinct for 70 years, it was rediscovered in 2015, high in the Andes Mountains, living among wind-blasted alpine flowers. Its brilliant electric blue throat feathers shimmer like gemstones in sunlight. This tiny bird survives in extreme cold, high-altitude conditions where oxygen levels are low, a biological marvel among birds. Cozumel thrasher. Missing for 80 years, the Cozumel thrasher was rediscovered in 2014 on the Mexican island of Cozumel. This shy bird avoids human contact and nests deep within island forests. It is also an excellent singer, producing complex melodic calls that echo through the canopy. Because it exists only on one island, even a single hurricane could threaten its entire population. Guti sapphire tarantula. The Guti sapphire tarantula looks almost unreal, glowing with metallic electric blue legs. Rediscovered in India, this arboreal spider lives high in forest trees and rarely descends to the ground. Its beauty has made it a target for illegal collectors, pushing it into critical endangerment. Despite its fearsome appearance, it is generally shy and avoids human contact. Andean cat, one of the rarest cats in the world. The Andean cat lives at elevations over 16,000 feet in South America's rugged mountains. Thought extinct in many regions, it was rediscovered in isolated valleys. Its thick striped tail provides balance while climbing cliffs, and its dense fur protects it from freezing winds. Sacred to Andean cultures, this cat has long been associated with spiritual protection. Cross River gorilla, rediscovered in 2000. The Cross River gorilla is the rarest gorilla subspecies, with fewer than 300 individuals remaining. Living in remote forested mountains along the Nigeria-Cameroon border, these gorillas avoid humans and rarely leave deep forest cover. Their survival depends on strict anti-poaching patrols and protected forest corridors. Tamarau. The tamarau is a dwarf buffalo found only on the Philippine island of Mindoro. Once nearly extinct, it was rediscovered in the 20th century. Although small compared to other buffalo, it is extremely aggressive when threatened and fiercely defends its territory. It has become a national symbol of Mindoro and represents the resilience of the island's wildlife. Fatu Hiva monarch. Declared extinct, the Fatu Hiva monarch shocked scientists when it was rediscovered in 2022 on a tiny Polynesian island. Its black and white plumage and tiny population make it one of the rarest birds alive. It now survives only through intensive conservation efforts. Slender loris. This slow-moving primate vanished for decades before being rediscovered in India and Sri Lanka. Its huge eyes allow it to hunt insects at night, and it possesses a toxic bite, a rare trait among primates. Its careful movements and ghostly appearance have long fueled folklore across South Asia. Giant squid. Long considered a myth, the giant squid was first filmed alive in 2004. With eyes the size of dinner plates and arms stretching over 40 feet, it dominates the deep sea as an apex predator. Its rediscovery proved that massive unknown creatures still roam Earth's deepest waters. Pink-headed duck. Declared extinct since the 1950s, the pink-headed duck remains one of ornithology's greatest mysteries. Rare, unconfirmed sightings continue to surface from swamp forests of India and Myanmar. Males were famous for their bubblegum pink heads, a color almost unseen in wild ducks. If rediscovered alive, it would be one of the most sensational zoological finds in history. Malayan tapir. The Malayan tapir vanished from much of its range before being rediscovered in hidden jungle pockets. It is the largest native mammal in Southeast Asia and an excellent swimmer. Its bold black and white camouflage pattern breaks up its outline in moonlit forests, making it difficult for predators to spot. Greater one-horned rhino. Once reduced to fewer than 200 individuals, this rhino has recovered to over 4,000 through intense conservation efforts. Its thick, armor-like skin and surprising speed make it one of nature's most impressive survivors. Giant soft-shelled turtle Rafetus, considered functionally extinct, only a few giant soft-shelled turtles remain on Earth. Weighing over 200 pounds and possibly living more than a century, this ancient river giant represents a lineage that dates back to the age of dinosaurs. Mount Elgon-Vlei rat. Missing for decades, the Mount Elgon-Vlei rat was rediscovered in bamboo swamps of Kenya. It is known only from one mountain, making it one of the most geographically restricted mammals in the world. Extremely shy and rarely seen, it depends on cold, wet mountain wetlands for survival. El Hierro giant lizard. For nearly 2 decades, the El Hierro giant lizard existed only in old scientific drawings and faded museum specimens. Declared extinct in 1980, it was assumed to have vanished forever from the Canary Islands. Then, in 1999, a small living population was discovered clinging to the rocky cliffs of El Hierro, one of the most isolated islands in the Atlantic Ocean. This lizard lives nowhere else on Earth. Its entire species depends on a single island, making it one of the most geographically restricted reptiles in existence. When threatened, it can shed its tail, leaving it wriggling on the ground while the lizard escapes, and remarkably, it can later regrow a brand new tail. Conservationists immediately began breeding programs that now form the backbone of its survival. Without this intervention, this prehistoric-looking reptile would likely be gone forever. Black-footed ferret. The black-footed ferret is one of the greatest comeback stories in North American wildlife history. Declared extinct in the wild in 1987, it was rediscovered when a small colony was found living on prairie dog towns in Wyoming. This slender, masked mammal depends almost entirely on prairie dogs for food and shelter, making its fate tightly tied to theirs. Ferrets hunt at night, slipping through burrows like living shadows. Because prairie dog populations were once heavily poisoned and destroyed, the ferret nearly disappeared with them. Today, carefully managed breeding and reintroduction programs have returned black-footed ferrets to several US states, though they remain among the rarest mammals in America. Hawaiian crow alala. Once filling Hawaiian forests with their calls, the alala was declared extinct in the wild in 2002. Yet it was saved by captive breeding programs that allowed small populations to survive and slowly return to native forests. The Hawaiian crow is incredibly intelligent and capable of using sticks as tools to extract insects from tree bark, a behavior once thought to be unique to primates. In Hawaiian culture, the alala is considered sacred and associated with guardianship and ancestral spirits. Its return represents not just a biological recovery, but a cultural revival as well. South China tiger. The South China tiger is considered one of the most endangered big cats on Earth. Declared extinct in the wild, it survives only in captivity, with rare unconfirmed sightings occasionally reported in remote forests. This tiger is smaller and more agile than other tiger subspecies, adapted to forest hunting rather than open plains. With possibly fewer than 200 individuals alive, breeding programs are now the only hope for preventing its permanent disappearance. Every cub born is a fragile victory in the fight against extinction. New Caledonian giant gecko. Missing for over a century, the New Caledonian giant gecko was rediscovered in 2003, shocking herpetologists worldwide. It is the largest gecko species on Earth, capable of growing longer than a human forearm. It can shed its tail to escape predators, and in rare moments of agitation, it produces barking-like sounds, an unusual trait among reptiles. Living only in the forests of New Caledonia, it is considered a living relic of ancient reptile lineages. New Guinea long-beaked echidna, rediscovered in 2023, this extraordinary mammal seems like something from the age of dinosaurs. Covered in spines and equipped with a long snout, It lays eggs, making it one of only 5 monotremes left on Earth. Its beak contains electrosensors that detect the faint electrical signals of insects underground, allowing it to locate prey with incredible precision. This rare echidna bridges the evolutionary gap between reptiles and mammals. Philippine tarsier. Some subspecies of Philippine tarsiers vanished for decades before being rediscovered on remote islands. These tiny primates are famous for their massive eyes, each larger than their brain. They can rotate their heads nearly 180 degrees, allowing them to scan their surroundings without moving their bodies. Being strictly nocturnal, they hunt insects in silence, leaping between branches with incredible agility. Western purple-faced langur, thought extinct in parts of Sri Lanka, this leaf-eating monkey was rediscovered in tiny forest pockets. Its striking purple facial skin and silver-grey fur make it unmistakable. It survives almost entirely on leaves, relying on a specialized digestive system to break down tough plant fibers. Deforestation threatens its survival, making every rediscovered troop a rare treasure. Snow mountain quail. Missing since 1876, the snow mountain quail is among the greatest mysteries in ornithology. Rare, unconfirmed sightings still occur in Himalayan valleys, suggesting the species may still survive in inaccessible terrain. Extremely elusive and adapted to high-altitude life, this quail may represent one of the last undiscovered bird populations on Earth. Yellow-crested cockatoo. Declared extinct in parts of its range, the yellow-crested cockatoo was rediscovered on remote islands. These parrots are extremely intelligent and can live more than 50 years. They're known for loud calls, playful behavior, and strong social bonds. Their long lifespan and slow reproduction make recovery difficult, but conservation programs offer hope. Koiba spinetail, once declared extinct, this tiny insect-eating bird was rediscovered on Panama's Koiba Island. It lives only in dense island forests and avoids human contact almost entirely. Because of its small size and secretive nature, it can vanish easily, a reminder of how fragile island species truly are. Giant ibis. Thought extinct for decades, the giant ibis was rediscovered in Cambodia, where it is now the national bird. With a wingspan approaching 6 feet, it is one of the largest ibises in the world. It lives in wetlands and relies on undisturbed water systems to survive. Madagascar serpent eagle. Missing for over 60 years, this eagle was rediscovered in Madagascar in 1993. It hunts reptiles and produces piercing calls that echo through rainforests. Its return proved that even large birds can remain hidden in dense forests for generations. Jovan slow loris, once believed extinct in the wild, this nocturnal primate was rediscovered in Java. It moves silently at night, hunting insects and small animals. Its toxic bite makes it one of the only venomous primates on Earth, and its massive eyes allow it to see in near-total darkness. Peruvian plant cutter, declared extinct before being rediscovered in 2008, this tiny bird has an unusual diet. It eats leaves instead of insects. It lives in dry forests and plays an important role in controlling plant growth. Mindoro dwarf buffalo tamarau, almost extinct in the 20th century, the tamarau was rediscovered in Mindoro, Philippines. Fierce and territorial, it has become a mountain pygmy possum. Thought extinct for 100 years, this tiny possum was rediscovered in Australian ski resorts. It weighs less than a mouse and survives winter by hibernating under snow, an incredible adaptation for such a small mammal. Red wolf, declared extinct in the wild, the red wolf was saved by captive breeding programs and reintroduced into parts of the United States. It is now the rarest wolf species in the world and remains critically endangered. giant pangolin. The giant pangolin is the largest of all pangolins and was thought extinct in parts of Africa until rediscovered in rainforest pockets. Covered in armor-like scales, it consumes up to 70 million ants per year and plays a vital role in controlling insect populations. As we reach the end of these remarkable stories, remember that the world is still full of quiet miracles, life continuing softly beyond what we can see. May these gentle reminders of resilience and hope bring a sense of calm to your mind and warmth to your heart. Thank you for listening. And as the night settles around you, may your thoughts drift peacefully and your rest be deep and soothing. Wishing you a truly good night and a gentle, beautiful sleep.